Hi, this is Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style, talking to you from my Inside Out Style headquarters. So, I have found this great new tool, and it is really useful if you want to get a better understanding and a better grip on value and value contrast if you're not really sure the colours you're looking at, light, medium, or dark. So, what you can do is find the colour or the colours that are closest to whatever you're wearing. So for example, my jacket today, I'd find these two. I'd go, which is the closest? And it's probably this one here. And if I'd look at this and to see either it's lighter or darker, I'll go, well, it's darker than that, which is medium, because we've got light, medium, medium, dark, and dark. And what I'll do here is go, where does it sit? Well, it sits a little in between these two, so it's in the medium dark range. So therefore, I know that this is a medium dark colour. So you can do it for any sort of colour that you've got in a piece of clothing. You can look at the overall. So say I'm looking at, say, this pink here. I can quickly have a look here and see that it's closest to the medium. So therefore it is a medium value colour. If I've got a colour swatch and I want to know, well, you know, maybe I want to mark on the back which my light, which my medium, and which my dark colours, what I can do is grab my swatch, grab the little colour palette tool, find the closest sort of colours that I'm looking at, for example. So if I'm looking at this kind of, this colour, that's the closest colour, and you go, it's a light colour. If I went to my reds, you'd see that maybe this red here is, it's a little, I need something a little softer, so that's not quite the right red to look at, and this is where you can have a play with this. Not every colour is in here, but I might look at this and say, well, this red is, this one here is, it's more a medium dark red. It's not as dark as that red, but it's not as light as that red. So it falls mostly into the medium dark. If I was looking at a green, then I'd grab the closest sort of greens in this. So of course this is just a limited range. So if I'm looking at this green, I might look at that and go, you know, it's actually a medium light green. Actually, it's a little darker than that, but it's lighter than that. So it's in that medium light category. So when we are looking at each of these colours, we start at light, we've got medium light, we've got medium dark, and we've got a dark version of each of those colours. So of course there's little steps in between. And if you have a look at my blog post about what I call the stair method of understanding value contrast and how you might walk up and down the stairs with your contrast, that's a really easy way of thinking about the best ways of putting your colours together and getting your value contrast right. So just thought I'd share this little tool that I found particularly useful if you want to find the value of your colours, and therefore when you're putting together an outfit, if you're a high contrast, knowing what is high contrast. If you're a medium contrast, what is that? What is a medium high contrast? So a high contrast is the difference between a light and a dark. A medium high is the difference between either a medium dark and a light, or a medium light and a dark. A medium contrast is a dark and a medium, or a medium and a light. And then of course a medium low contrast would be here between just two next to each other, and a low contrast would be staying on the same line. So if I was choosing colours that went together, I might choose a colour and put it with another colour. So it would be this row, whichever is the same row, that is keeping that value contrast the same. So that is just a little tool you can have a play with. It's not particularly expensive. I'm going to link to it. I found it off Amazon, and hopefully you can have some fun. It's going to help you understand a bit more about how you can put your value and your contrast together so that you feel more confident in understanding colour properties.